Okay, so I'm gonna need to walk you through some logic before I get to my conclusion here. I'm finally gonna do something I've been thinking about doing for a while. Uh, but we gotta get through a few steps. So, you know that I went and made sacrifices to get this bottle up to level 100 and max everything out for it. And it is capable of producing about 12 tier 4 materials a day. When I was making Mithril, I was getting about 12 a day. And that's really with stacking everything. In fact, it still costs some tier 3 materials to do it, but that was the limit. Alright, so we can get 12 out of this. Alright, you know, I've still got a mana cape and another spectrometer. I could theoretically make, more, but it gets very expensive very quickly if I'm not using the bottle. And I'd have to make more robes of economy. Even then, it's still kind of spendy, but whatever. Okay. So, now that we've gone over all of that, while the GP and XP gains are actually pretty poor, the gains for tier 4 materials are absolutely fantastic. And I've been thinking about it, and I have difficulties. Oh, by the way, this one I didn't notice the first time. The black hole has to be present. However, in this one over here that says Varsuvius, you don't actually need your volcano. Somehow. Also, it grants tier 2 materials, and it's a 16-hour campaign. I don't know. I'll have to try it and see what it gives. The tier 3 material one gave me a little over 300 magic ice, which sounds great until you think about it and realize even with the robe of economy, that would only produce like 5 or 6 tier 4 material, where these are giving me 8. Just straight up giving me 8 without any time spent making them. So, yeah, these are where it's really at here. These are where it's really at. Unfortunately, these requirements are quite difficult, and this is the crux of the problem. 45 and 50. If all I want is quest points, it's easier just to run these, because the requirements are much more lax. But, if I want the sunstones and the like, I have to pay for it. Now, in some cases, it's not a big deal, but in other cases, I have 2 assassins to spare. One of them is level 57, and the other one is level 33. If I wait till the dinosaur evolves, I could free up a second assassin, and then maybe I could do this, but that may take a while to get to. That pet is still going to spend a while yet eating before it's ready. Where is that thing? It's here somewhere, I swear. I swear it's here. Oh, there it is. Baby Carno. Yeah, it's at 250,000. So even with that... But that doesn't help me at all with the, let me see. With the rogue one here. Jungle stones are perhaps the material I want the most in the future. And I'm not even close, man. My only spare rogue is somewhere. It's the Raven. Where's the Raven? Quoth the Raven. Oh my gosh. The pets are getting a bit much to manage. His total growth ain't so hot either, by the way. I have some pets that really do need time growing. But he's only level 45. I literally don't have a level 50 rogue to spare. Unless, again, so the first thing I could do is just wait until I've kicked more guys out of my dungeon teams. Okay. However, we have other options. I could also wait for the dojo to do whatever it does, and that'll probably help somewhat. But there's other answers. There are other solutions. I don't want to wait weeks or however long it takes me to acquire the things that I need to get these, because I'd be missing out on a whole bunch of mithril and jungle stones and whatever else. No. So rather than waiting for a new assassin, a new defender, another support, actually defenders haven't come up yet, but sooner or later they will. Anyway, I've got... Hold on a second. Okay, the other one's out right now. I do have a decent support. Anyway, I can assume that I've got at least one of every class that's pretty good. Alright, at least one of each class that's decent to spare. So my next option would be a very good option, and that is to pull the book out. Now, my immortal over here is, if I spend one pet token, it can be anything in the campaigns, and it's level 59. That would help because I could pair it with anything. I could pair it with any of these, and there, 2 assassins, 2 defenders, 2 whatever I need. Done! But there's a problem! This is a very high level, it's a level 198, this is a very high level pet that is very useful in dungeons. Because it's this group's support, but it also counts as a blacksmith, which matters for the burning weapons. And it also counts as a fire pet, which doesn't matter with Brawly, but when I'm training something else that's not fire element, I need 3 fire... It'd be a real pain in the ass if I remove this guy. I would have to restructure this entire team. Quite a bit. So, I'd have to work in Firefox, and then one of my supports, I'd have to take the good support over here out and put it in there, and it'd just be I can't pull this out. I mean, I could. It's an option, but it's not the best option. But there's another option. 2 other options, actually. So, those 2 options are... First, Grey 2. I have plenty of adventurers, blacksmiths, and alchemists. And this thing could turn into any other kind of pet that I need it to be. I only need this thing to get to level 45 to start being useful. At 45, I've pretty much got what I need. Unfortunately, well, I should say very fortunately, it counts. It's getting XP shared to it from an alchemist, so it's actually getting very good EXP. It's only getting 60% of it, but still, this is quite a bit of XP, quite a bit of class XP. So it's going to get to 45 in time. Again, a little bit of waiting, but not as much. And then we have anything. Now this fella over here, assuming I give him a legendary pod, he'll be getting 100% of his XP while crafting. So this guy is going to level up faster than Grey can. And it can count as any class. So this thing is actually the perfect thing to get to level 50. This would be ideal. 50, 45, and then, of course, I've got assorted pets. How am I going to get it there, though? It's only level 21, so that's quite a long ways off. And again, we don't want to sit around waiting. Well, that brings us to the thing I've been meaning to do for some time. Is this actually worth the purchase? I've been wanting to ask this question for some time, and I'm finally going to purchase it and get the good lowdown on how good this is. Is a growing purchase good? when you haven't ever bought one and it's been building up for years? Well, at 2.5%, it should be wildly, incredibly good, but actually, I don't really believe it. I don't believe this is really 2.5% growth. The numbers aren't, I don't believe it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't believe it. So why don't I believe it? Well, the pet stones are really good. I have nothing bad to say about the pet stones. The pet stones alone are theoretically worth, give me a second. Where's pet tokens? Are they under normal? Ah, here it is. So, if a pet token is theoretically worth $15 by itself, and just on that grounds alone, yeah, this is a pet token and a half. A pet token and 2/3, I should say, for $10, which is very nice. I consider GP to be absolutely ridiculously overpriced. I consider a lot of these things to be absurdly overpriced, but you know, whatever. I can take the pet stone price at face value here. So, in terms of that, the pet stones, absolutely 5 out of 5 stars, good. But the rest of this, how good is 15,508 GP? Well, I could get 10,000 GP in a day if I didn't sleep. Yeah, okay, realistically, yeah, that would be rebirthing like every 3 hours. That's not like half an hour runs. I'm sure I could get an even higher value than that in a day, but realistically, I could probably get 15,000 in 3 days. 2 to 3 days, realistically. We'll be generous and we'll say this is 3 days worth of GP. Okay. Ball power! This is, I have 17,750 right here. I could have gotten a little more. A 3-hour run, if 3 hours runs, wouldn't really be that far off. This is 12 3-hour runs. 2 to 3 days. Realistically, probably 3 days worth of ball power. Yeah, I'm really not impressed with the ball power and the GP here. This is not impressing me. Okay, well, what about the free pet XP? Now, that's a lot. That's 76 million. That's a lot, right? Is it? Is it a lot, though? Is it really? I got 22 just sitting there. How many hours would it take you? You're getting you're getting about 22,000 an hour. That means that you're getting, what? 408. You're getting 500,000 a day. So 500,000 a day, and then you have all these different pets all getting that much XP, or often significantly more. Well, sometimes less. Okay, it's pretty variable. But point is, you know, I think it's a decent amount. How good is it really? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out how good that is. We're gonna dump it on anything and see how many class levels it gains. So, let's do this. All right. Here we go. I would receive 30 GP, 5,000 pet stones, 200 ball power. Oh, don't spend it all in one place. Shouldn't these numbers be rising? I suppose I should find out how many light clones this'll buy. Ready? Oh, this is digging a little bit into my resets at least. That's good. That's not bad at all. Feels nice. Oh, well, that was fun while it lasted. How many did that give me? I want to see. Why can't I see? Oh, wait, they're there. Okay. It's fine. It's a decent amount. It's a decent amount. Yeah, that's good. $10 good? Not really. But, you know, it's fine. It's good. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to pour stuff on you. How many class levels can I get? Let's start with just a little bit. Okay, give. Alright, 11 class levels gained. Okay, I'm going to feed you half of what's left. 43, that's good, that's good. Let's go with a little more. Alright, you're at 45. You're useful now. You're useful now. Alright. Alright. That hasn't updated yet, but that's okay. Let's go ahead. Yeah. I hate to do this because I feel like I'm wasting it. I could just freely class change this to whatever class I need it to be without spending anything. That's literally its power. But I just know I'll forget, and then I'll be pissed at myself for wasting a whole bunch of time, and, you know, it's better just to do this. Oh. Oh, I don't, do I? Yeah, about that. There goes a whole bunch of the pet stones I just bought. Alright, now it's anything with an asterisk. Okay. And that leaves me with a little bit that I can dump somewhere else. What would happen if I dumped it upon you? You'd only get a percentage up to Mama, but that would probably be okay, right? I don't know. There's some other things I could do with this. It sure would be nice to level up a few other things. I can think of a few things that could use XP. It's probably for the best that I just give it to you, though. Oh. Oh, sorry. Will this work? Okay, that's more than I need. 45. How stingy can I be? I wanna be minimalistic if I can. Okay, that was 2. Well, here. There we go. 45. You two should be 45s now. Why are you still 41? Maybe that'll correct when we rebirth. You should be getting EXP at a faster rate now. Still 21,976? It should be faster than that now. Huh. Well, okay then. We'll figure it out. Anyway, the important thing is I can now run these a lot better. A lot better. Alright. I'm curious to see how much this rewards me. I need to run a beanstalk, which means I'm going to need a blacksmith. And I think I should do this Vesuvius thing just to see it. Maybe I won't like what I see, but I'm gonna try. I gotta try. Anyway, first things first, I'm giving this over the beanstalk. When I do Vesuvius, I'm gonna have to... That's a lot of pets, man. I only barely can qualify for all of that. Barely. Okay. So, I'm going to start a challenge. Yes. Oops. I still have the habit. You're still 41? Alright, here's what we're going to have to do. Fair enough. Hold on. Sure. 45. Perfect. That rogue. Nice, huh? Unfortunately, I don't have a rogue that's level 50, so I still can't do the one I want to do the most. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. I'll have to figure something out. It might be as simple as swapping the crow with the mouse. It might actually be that simple. And then I'd use Mighty Mouse. I think that is what I'll do. I'm sure that is what I'll do. I'm going to swap the crow with the mouse. That should work. Anyway. Eat. Okay. Okay, I did that one. Alchemist. Oh, what element? What element are you working with? Right now you're making ale. Alright, there they are. They're level 45 now. Okay. Okay. Oh, look, now you're getting more XP per hour. Not as much as I expected, though. I kind of expected more of you. Alright, 45, 45. So yeah, once I swap the mouse with the raven, everything should... Also, I need to put this in the mountain. Doggone it. Yeah, you need to swap with the cardboard cat. I forgot to do that. Anyway. Point is, I should be able to get all the things now. I should be able to run all of them henceforth. And that means I will have quite the flow of tier 4 materials coming in. As I said, even if I solve my... I'm working on the Phoenix Feather issues. Once I stop bleeding so many of them, I'll be in great shape. Then I'll stop producing them here, and I'll probably go back to producing 12 tier 4 materials a day. But, I mean, I could potentially be getting 8 of every category every day without any expenditure, and that's crazy. More than that, like, even when we bring the Infinity Tower into this, I mean, the Infinity Tower is... It's been a while since I've done this. This is like, I don't know, a week's worth? Okay, I'm not putting my A-team onto this. This is just kind of some leftovers that I have, mostly. I mean, the Archer is pretty good, but the Archer and the Witch are real low level right now. Actually, no, this is the Water Temple. No, this isn't the right team. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I just put Balrog in. He's kind of low level. honestly, I mean, they're not terrible, but this is not my A team. It's just the spares. They're doing something. They're gaining XP. They're bringing home something. If I had another dungeon of the regular kind, I'd expect them for that. So the yield I'm getting from here is just going to exceed anything else I can reasonably get. Unless I wanted to completely abandon regular dungeons and try to go all in on the Infinity Tower. As I craft more and more max tier gear, that may become more viable. Maybe. For now, I'm just kind of, we got to get all this stuff ready so that he can transform it into tier 4 gear. You know, as fast as he is, and he is fast, he is amazing, he is a machine. He's, it's just really slow making plus 20 tier 4 gear. We'll see if I can get, we'll see what else I can get. I got a good amount of junk here to work with. I'll probably try to start doing the sticks. I want to make more pots, and I want to make more hammers, and I want to make actual equipment. I do want to make equipment. It doesn't even have to be triple S to be better than what we're using now. So I would definitely like some really good stuff to put on them. That would help. If we weren't so busy doing this, I'd be back to fixing up gems and trying to perfect their gear. I'm going to be swapping around a lot more gear on them. I'm going to be taking notes in a couple of hours on who's still dying and using phoenix feathers. Yay, 100 quest points. Let's chop down another beanstalk. There'll only be 2 more. The more important thing is this quest won't pop up anymore until I get to double S. That means I can continue focusing on what I need to focus on. Honestly, I don't even want to be dealing with the many problems. I take them every time, but I don't even want to be messing with them. I want to be smashing meteors. Also, I'm swapping this rabbit for this wizard, I think. Or maybe I'm not. No, the rabbit would be... Hold on. The rabbit would actually be weak to wind element damage. So you know what? Never mind. No, I'll let the rabbit, I'll just strip off the gear and give it a, EXP thing, and it'll be, yeah. I only put the wizard in because I needed to take the black hole out. If the reward from this is good, and I assume it's gonna be it's gonna be worth doing, I'm just gonna have to keep the black hole out, which is a shame to use the black hole on questing, because the black hole is actually a fantastic wizard. Not the best wizard, but a good one. A great one. Look at this thing. So it gets, it's not capped yet, but it gets these bonuses, and yeah, look at its elements. Look at it go. I need to give it all fire weapons with attack crystals, I think. You're high level, you're strong, you're awesome. So another thing I'm thinking about, I'm currently working on Cocoa here. Hold on one sec. I should have done that a while ago. So anyway, you know what, 6 hours is fine. I'm doing this thing for now, but I keep wondering what I'm gonna do for my next pet. And, you might think... I've got several class change tokens I can potentially use as well. So that I can switch things to things if I have to for these, but I don't think that's necessary. Maybe when I move to double S, but not for now. I think anything and gray will pretty much solve all my needs henceforth. I think I'll be able to run whatever I want. But anyway, I do have a lot of class change tokens, and I was thinking about that because I'm sitting on like 4 or 5 of them. I could do a whole bunch of shifting around if I needed to. If I needed to. Anyway, I'm currently working on Coco. I may or may not decide to bolster a couple of other things in my crafting department here, depending on how I feel about them. The elf is a fairly high priority. Specifically, I kind of want to boost my zookeeper. I kind of want to boost Etna. I kind of want to boost the swan, actually, and try to help push the fishing faster. That's another thing I could be dumping XP into, because goodness knows it's never gonna get anywhere on its own. I feel like my fishing is way behind, and since it impacts growth, and you know, it's a whole thing. Anyway, but I'm actually thinking about the succubus. I'm actually thinking about building this thing up. I don't know, like, I keep looking at its ability and thinking, man, you know, you could fully heal every time you attack. If you were strong enough, if you were powerful enough, you might just be an unstoppable force. Capable of just killing everything by yourself. Fully healing every turn, like, man. The fact that it can become twice as big... Like, anything else is capped at only getting up to 300,000. The succubus could actually go up to 600,000 and could be an ultimately large pet, and there's some value in that. So that's just... So I'm thinking about that, but it's a long-term commitment if I do it. It's a long-term commitment if I go for it. Man, my pets have so much growing to do, so many of them. We need a pet that's a vampire, that drains growth points from other things to make itself bigger. Then we can choose which pets it drains. It'd be like, you know what, this pet isn't all that useful anymore. You know what? Drain that one. Anyway. Yeah. So we've almost finished our second legendary pot. It'll be done in a day. And then I can cook up another something. As I said, I'm probably going to go for a magic stick next. Let me see here. I've been burning a lot of titanium bars, and that's been worrying me. It probably shouldn't, but it does. It worries me. I got 35 of these things I could play with. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can find a triple S legendary stick. Yeah. Yeah, I think I could do that. Also, how's our, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, too. Alright, anyway. 50, triple S plus 20. You know, that's gonna be a long, long way off. Long, long way off. But hey, it goes hand in hand with other various dungeon item awards. Actually, I'll get to this way sooner because I'll keep crafting ones that I decide not to work with, not to use. I don't even have 500 tier 3 equips yet. Ah, well. Anyway. I've got a couple of these that I'm coming up on. A couple of these that I'm coming up on. Alright. What's it gonna be? Why did I decide to remove the black hole? What was it worth? 10! Well... yeah, okay. Honestly, it could have been 6 and I'd still do it. I have a hunger for tier 4 materials, okay? I need a lot of it. My crafting isn't going to be able to keep up with the supply, though. And I'm fine with that. I am all for... By now, I think you probably know that I like to stockpile things. I very much appreciate stockpiling things. I find myself worrying about my stock of things. Like, well, like you saw last time. I'm like, oh no, I've only got 414 of these left. If you had 414 of these, would you be worried you're running out? I am! There's a bunch of things where I've been like, oh no, like I'm worried about my herb usage. I don't even know what my herbs are. I'm worried that I'm gonna run out. I only have 300,000, guys! I'm gonna have to make sure it's my bottle that's the one making the phoenix feathers. I wanna be gentle on my herb consumption. Okay, to be fair, the ale actually uses a lot, and the ale is actually using a lot of it, which is a concern, I guess. If I look at it that way, everything I have, all of it would only make 32,000 ale, and this is almost 20,000 right here. I literally, if I burn up every single herb that I have, it won't be enough to go from 8 to 9 and then 9 to 10. Like, I'm gonna have to do something about that. So, you know, yeah, okay, that concern is legit. I'm gonna defend that concern, that this isn't enough. And the wood I'm obviously short on. And I look at my supplies here, and I'm like, only 5k magic ore. That's not good enough. I need more. Anyway, things that I constantly fuss over. So, yeah, no, I'm going to be stockpiling tier 4 materials as much as I can get my hands on. Alright, I need 2 assassins. Well, actually, I've got these wizards right now. I suppose I should have them. I've got a black hole. It should do something about the incoming meteor of doom. And, I guess I'll just put you here for now. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this nice? I think this is nice. Everything's above level 45 minimum now. It's nice. I like it. What am I going to do with this spare support I've got right now? I don't think I'll need a support in 2 hours, will I? No? No, I don't think so. Crap. Here you go. Have a blast, Taran. I'm sure he'll bring back something nice for me. What do you have equipped? Ah! Anyway. Yeah. So, whatever. 10. I'm pleased, okay? I gotta do this Varsuvius thing. I am too curious about how much Tier 2 material it's gonna give. This is the longest campaign I've ever seen. Calling for 6 pets. That's the highest pet count I've ever seen. This has to be something special, right? Right? how's it going? He knows the exact nature of this shadow reality. Yeah. Bonk. It's over. 3 1/3 days. On first appearance, he appears to be the mightiest. Great, I'm sure. I've beaten P-Ball, what, almost 150 now? Yeah, okay. After studying him for a moment, you realize that he is incredibly lazy and does not actually have a clue what he is doing here and just waits for others to copy. He will surely be an easy foe after observing him for longer. Oh great, do I have to just stare at Phil for an hour before fighting him or something? Alright, whatever, I guess. At least that's a clue. Whether or not it'll actually be relevant, well, we'll have to see. Let's see, we'll take our growth campaign. Well, oh, come on, 4 minutes? Shit, what did I do? You know, it's okay. I need to collect these before I start the next challenge anyway. Much as I want to just start it now. But yeah, no, this is fine. It's no big deal. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good doing that. I can just turn all this on. The amount of clones, they don't even matter anymore. Oh yeah, you. Yeah, get out of here, you. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it feels real good. I'm about to start another one of these as soon as I can. Alright. Nope, holding this. So everything's rank A now. I really need to do, I'm gonna just get the Balrog now. I need the Balrog. That way I can have a second mage. The second mage will be good because I'll be able to finally move black holes, which is one that comes up all the time. But also, the slime wave. Having that second mage is good on that one too. Anyway, yeah, when I start the next one, I'll be collecting these. Yeah, we'll just leave that suspended. In fact, I'm even gonna go so far as to finally pick up the last of the quest queue. That way I can suspend up to 3 of these. So yeah, waiting another hour and a half, no big deal. No big deal. When we start the next one, we'll have at least a little something to start with. Okay, it's not much, but I mean, you know, it's fine. It's something. It's something. This guy is at 109. He's more than a third of his way. This one is, well, 61. It's almost, I'm going to call it almost halfway. No, it's more like a third of the way to where it's going. A little over a third. Yeah, I'm going to swap you around. I'm gonna put Balrog in, and I'm gonna toss this wizard out. Yeah, he's gonna be thrown out on his butt. Sorry, Wizzy. But Yen Sid is so cool. Alright. Alright, anyway.